All right, right on our 6-mile run. It's gonna rain again. It's been raining a lot. Got a little bit of wind noise, running into a headwind, but it cools us down, so that's what we're gonna deal with. So would you keep doing what you're doing if no one was watching? And this goes back to several different paths of thought. Is, if you're doing stuff for other people, or you're really doing it for yourself, you get like this artificial, like, why am I even doing this? And then it also comes from, there's a beauty from being ignored. So you shouldn't get all upset if nobody's paying attention to you on social media or all that. Being ignored is also freedom. To give you time to work on something that means something to you. Or do it your way, not worry about being judged because nobody's watching. And then you can do what you really want to do. And then become great at it. And then there's another irony in that when you become great at something, you kind of don't really care about the attention anymore anyway. It normalizes, and then you're kind of like, So you could just skip that whole step and not worry about what other people think, or worry how many views or counts or whatever, and do things your way, the right way for you. Like this guy, he's like, I'm gonna sniff this grass right here no matter what you say. And then you'll reach your goals that you want to do faster, and you'll be self-fulfilled because you got there. You're great at something that you wanted to be great at, not because you think other people wanted it. And on top of that, humans weren't designed to be competitive on a global level, or even like a state or national level. We're designed to want to be the best at something, like in our village, or in modern society, like in our neighborhood, or our local 5K, get podium at the local 5K in your age group. Or be top 10% in your graduating class in high school, or, something like that. Be the best defensive lineman on your middle school's football team. Eventually, work your way up. So, I was thinking about this because in the race I was just in, I was riding next to a guy. We're about 2/3 of the way done. And I was riding next to a guy. Flowers. Morning. This one. That had only been biking 2 years, and he was middle-aged, had a beard, a little bit of gray in it. And dude, he looked like he knew what he was doing, and he was on a good bike. He was on a Canyon Grizzle. He had on cycling kit that wasn't going to slow him down, and he had on a helmet and sunglasses, and he had aero bars. And I gave him a few tips because he said his next thing was going to be Unbound. I said, oh, Yeah, first time. And he's like, yeah. And I go, coast everything downhill. Save your energy. You're gonna be glad you did. And stay in the aero bars as much as you can, not just for the speed, but to save your hands. Because once your hands start to hurt, it's just unending pain. And you can't use your brakes, you can't shift in time, and then you crash more, and then it just gets worse and worse and worse. Compounding effect. And he was in his aero bars a lot and was just enjoying, and it was really cool. And then so he said, what's your next event? And I said, I don't have one. It's like, what? And I think a lot of us live in this world of what's our next event. And I said, well, I started doing long distance off-road, like marathon mountain biking and gravel bike racing, because my son wanted to do it. And I come from a long distance endurance background from Ironman. I was like, this will be fun. But I raced the old granddad, dad, grandma, and mom division, where we're in the back and let the kids take off at 1,000,000 miles per hour. And then we just enjoy the morning or the day. And then if our kid has trouble, then eventually we'll roll up and help them out. And that actually happened for a few years. And I fell in love with it. The gravel biking, you get road riding, but with way more green and no cars. All kinds of foxes and turtles and crows and hawks, nature. The roads are a lot narrower, so the nature is like right up brushing your shoulders. Oh, here we go. So, because you may be saying, oh, Brett, you post this stuff to social media. Aren't you trying to do this for social media? No, what I'm trying to do is show this world to those of you that need motivation or kind of on the fence or didn't know about this whole lifestyle. It's amazing. Okay. I don't know what to do about this dog. This guy. Okay, I'll be back. Hold on. All right, we're back. Made the gauntlet. And so I figure the more I promote it, the more it helps the infrastructure of people saying, oh, you know, well, it just motivates more people biking, more people running, more people swimming. And then your town will be more likely to have all this stuff. In my town will be more likely to have all this stuff. There's a lot of the world that doesn't have both the infrastructure or the culture that it's okay for your life not to revolve around the rat race, making money for other people, but actually enjoy life. Figure out how to make a living and then start enjoying life. And the more people we have doing it, then it normalizes it. And then everybody's doing it. And the world becomes a completely different place, a better place. All right, that's it. It's trash day. Bye. Get out there, do something. Share it with the world, but do it for yourself.